Okay, I would like to welcome everyone on this webinar on Certification Masterclass. Thank you so much for joining this particular webinar, guys. I think we will wait for one more minute so that others can join. Meanwhile, a very good morning or very good evening or afternoon from whichever part of the world you're joining. My name is Maruti Makwana and I'll be your instructor for this particular session. This is a very important webinar because we are going to focus on certification. Now, before we start with this, let me just give you a short introduction of myself first. So as I told you, my name is Maruti Makwana, and maybe some of you already know me because you have watched our other YouTube videos. But this time we have decided that we are going to plan a weekly webinar which is going to be focusing on your career so that you can grow in your career by learning new technologies. Now, I'm actually Microsoft certified trainer. I have experience of almost 18 years in this industry, and I have trained more than 150 plus IT corporates so far. If you can see right now on my screen, these are some of the companies for whom I have delivered sessions in my past. And whenever I have dealt with organizations, whenever I train the employees of these organizations, I understood one thing very well, that certifications, showcasing your skill set is very important thing. Now, obviously, employees who are working in corporates, they take it very seriously. But I also want to inform all those viewers who are actually students, or maybe you are just passed out from the college and now you're going to enter in the corporate world, then this is going to be a very important session for you. So please do not miss this. Now, in my case, I myself have more than 20 plus certifications of Microsoft related technologies. I am certified in various Azure specific roles basically. So because of that, I train most of the various kind of roles. So I train roles like Azure developers, Azure administrators. I train data engineers, data scientists, and also data analysts with that. I also train virtual desktop administrators, which is basically focusing on Azure Virtual Desktop. And last but not the least, I train people on AI related technologies where we have AI fundamentals, we have AI engineers, and also GitHub Copilot kind of thing. Now, this is basically my core area. And the only thing which I do is teaching. So that's what I'm doing right now as well. Now, instead of corporates, now we have decided to move on to individuals because I feel everyone, specifically in India, everyone should get benefits of this thing with the minimum cost or with the free of cost, basically. And that's the reason we have decided this kind of a webinar series right now. Now, what one thing which I want to add on right now is, first of all, the number one thing which you need to boost your career is basically skills. And this is not a new thing. I think we all know that we need to have a right skill for our job. And obviously, this depends on your job role, but that is something which is very important in growing in your career. Now, if you also want to take a steps of the ladder of the success, then you have to make sure that you have the right skills, as well as this is equally important, or maybe I can say sometime it is more important, that how you showcase your skill set. Now, there are many people who are not good in showcasing their skill set. They have the skills, they have ability, but they are not able to showcase that. And because of that, they are not going to get recognized, or they are not getting the career growth which others are getting. This is a point which I want to focus today. And how you're going to do that thing, that is what I'm going to show you today. So, the number one thing which you need to boost your career is skills. Then first of all, I request everyone who are joining the session right now that take a pen and paper and then make sure that you mention at least top three skills of yours. Just mention top three skills of yours. I have no idea that which technology you're working, or you have how many years of experience, or whether you are working with organizations or you are a college student. But just mention those three skills which you have, and then we are going to discuss about this, that how you're going to showcase the skill set. Now, obviously, this skill set which you are making a note right now is going to be part of your resume. And then when you add the skills, you need to know how to showcase that. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to focus on resume builder right now. Obviously, if you're interested, then you can comment down in this video, and then maybe we will create a separate video for that. But I'm not showing you how to build a resume. Instead of that, I'm going to show you today how to make your resume stronger than others so that it can showcase your value in that. Now, as I said, showing a skills is very important. So let's focus on how can we showcase a skill. And the obvious answer is you can showcase your skills by getting certified. Yes, this is something which is very important when you're working for organization, because when you are certified on a certain technologies or when you're certified on specific job roles, then that is something which is going to add your own value, as well as it's also going to increase your hourly charges. Most organizations love certified employees because the per hour charges when they are going to charge to the clients and customers, mostly in the service-based businesses, then the hourly charge is going to increase. Basically, you will make more money for your company, and that's why you'll also be a valuable resource. Now, the question is, how can you get certified? And then which certification is going to be the right choice for you? But before I go into that, I want to make sure that in the previous step, when I told you that jot down or note down your three important skills, I just want to ask a simple question that does that list contains AI in that? Are you already well versed with AI tools and technologies, or you don't know that? Now, the thing is, if your answer is yes, that's very good. If your answer is no, you need to do two things. You need to learn the AI skills, which are basically focusing on your job role. Remember, I'm not talking about some generalized AI usage. I know it's very popular nowadays that you're going to use AI and you generate images with that, or you generate some blog content with that. But that's going to be perfect if you are a content writer, if you're a developer, if you are a data engineer, or maybe I can say if you are someone who is focusing on infrastructure components of the on-premise servers, or maybe on the cloud-specific servers, or maybe you are just an employee who's dealing with the day-to-day work in an organization as an HR, or maybe you are a CXO or CEO kind of a person. Now, depends upon that, you can showcase your skills by going for a different level of certifications. Now, even for business users, we have some certifications, but 90% of the business users don't know how to get certified or which certification is the right choice for them. And that's the reason, obviously, getting certified is going to add on the value on your resume, on your career, on your profile. But which one is the right certification for you? If that is a question, we are going to get the answer of that right now. So choosing the right certification is very important. Right now, as you can see on my screen, I'm showing you a couple of certifications, and each certification right now is visible as a badge. So you can see it's like a police officer badge, which normally used in outside India countries actually. So when you see right now, we have some certifications which are actually having one-star badges. If you see on my screen, we have one-star badges kind of certifications, like we have fundamental certifications for Microsoft 365, or maybe we have fundamental certification for Azure fundamentals, or the most important one of the recent time, Azure AI fundamental certification, because this is one of that certification which is perfect for business users. This is perfect for developers as well. This is perfect for students. This is perfect for anyone who wants to enter in the AI industry, or maybe you already working on the organization and you want to incorporate AI into your work, then this is a perfect certification for that kind of people. Obviously, this is one-star fundamental certification, so anyone can start with that from scratch and they can learn that thing. Same way, if you see below that, we have two-star certifications, which are plenty of. Most of these two-star certifications are focusing on a specific job role. Like if you see right now, there is a certification for data scientist, there is a certification for developer, there is a certification for security administrator. And that's why, depends upon the specific role which you belong, you can go for the role specific certification as well. And not only that, you have some three-star certifications also, which is maybe required if you have enough experience. As I told you, that choosing the right certification is very important. There are three factors which you have to keep in mind. Maybe you're going to go for this based on your choices, based on your current role and your future role as well. Now, maybe some of the participants who are joining this particular video session right now, maybe some of you are already in one current role, but you want to upgrade to a newer and better role. Like a couple of my participants from different corporate companies, they are currently having database administrator role, but now they are moving to data engineers or data analysts because database administrator is an isolated role. So the point is, what is your current role and what will be your future role? If you have a clarity on that, it will be easier for you. Not only that, sometimes certain certifications are important when you have enough experience associated with that. For example, the bottom one, we have Azure Solution Architect, which is a three-star expert level certification. Obviously, if you have spent years in the industry at least I can say 8 to 10 years you have spent in the industry, and you have seen how to deal with the work inside the industry based on your specific role. Then maybe you can go for a solution architect kind of thing, where you can design end-to-end solutions for your infrastructure on on-premise, cloud, for your applications and solutions which you're developing. It can be mobile app, it can be website, it can be some kind of AI agents. And then you need to know how to design the solutions with that. Basically, depends upon your current and future role. That's the first thing. Based upon your interest. So maybe you're interested in AI or maybe you're not. It depends on your choice and depends on your future career. And the most important third one, which is how many years of experience you have in the industry and what kind of background you are having. Based on that, you can decide which certification is going to be the right choice for you. Now, these badges are just showing you the different levels of certifications are there. But then the next obvious question which people ask me is, Maruti, where can I get more details about the certification? Let's say I'm going to start with one of them. Let's say I'm interested with one of the certifications like Azure AI Fundamentals. Or let's say I'm already an experienced person working as a data engineer and I want to focus on Azure Data Engineering certification. Where can I get the material? What kind of things I need to prepare? What kind of questions people are going to ask me in this? What kind of exam schedule is actually there when we go for the certification exam? Well, answer of all these questions I'm going to give you today, right now, in this session. So just stay tuned. I also want to make sure that if you're still with me in this particular webinar, and I think few more people have actually joined, so I just request you that please subscribe to our channel. Yes, let me tell you one fact sharing right now. Almost only 7 to 8% people who are watching our videos are subscribed to this channel. When you subscribe to the channel, it's really going to help us to grow and reaching to the right audience. So I request you to please subscribe, as well as if you're interested in this kind of webinar every week, which we are actually going to do, then you can just hit that bell icon so that you should not miss any of the notification from our side. That's it for this. Let's move to the actual certification details page. Now, I'm going to show you one thing right now, which is basically a certification poster. Now, you can see right now, I'm actually opening this particular certification poster from my OneDrive, but I'm going to share this poster with you. I'm going to share a lot of important information with this. So if you check right now, this is something which is showing you certify with Microsoft and GitHub. Basically, this is one page which is officially created by Microsoft. It's not created by us, but this is a page which is basically giving you all the details about your certification options which are available. On the top, if you check, we have three columns: cloud and AI platforms, AI business solutions, and then at the rightmost side, we have one more column which is focusing on security. Now, I'm sure if you are a technical person, then you belong to one of the three columns. Now, let's see if I go to the first column. Then left side of the first column, we have three categorizations. We have fundamental certifications, which is basically 1 star, role-based certifications, which are most of the time 2 star and 3 star also, which is there. And then we have some specialty certifications, which is mostly 2 star certifications. Now, when you go with this, depends upon your role, depends upon your choices and interest, you can go for a particular certification exam. Also, I want you to see one thing. When we move it right top corner, it is showing you that whenever you see any particular icon of the certification, if it is giving you star inside that certification, one single star, then this is basically an expert certification. So this is going to give you a 3 star badge. Also, in most of the time, when you have an expert certification, these certifications are actually going to have some kind of a prerequisites associated with that. So if you see this lock, then lock means this certification is actually having some prerequisites associated with that. Now, if you focus right now in the certifications which are there, there are so many certifications which are not having any kind of a star and lock in that, but there are few which are having that. You can see this. Now, this PDF is what I'm going to share it with you, because no matter which certification exam you're interested with, all you have to do is just click on that. For example, I think most of you are interested in Azure AI Fundamentals, because this is a perfect exam for 2025. Now, I have created a dedicated video on this on our YouTube channel, that how you can prepare and get certified in AI 900. And I'm also always open if anyone wants my mentorship or guidance on this. But if I click on this, like you can see right now, I'm just going to click on this and I'm going to open this in new tab. When I do this, it will directly take me to a page of this particular certification. And this is equally true for all the options which are available here. For example, when I go to AI 900 Fundamentals Certification Exam, it's showing me that this is something for AI engineer role. Now, it is a fundamental certification, but this is the first step of becoming an AI engineer. Once you go through this, it's showing you what kind of skills are required, what kind of prerequisites in terms of technological learning which is there. And then it's also showing you the course. So basically, if you want to learn this thing, you have two different options. If you want to do a theoretical based learning, you can go through this particular chapter, which is available on the Microsoft Learn website. And if you want videos of this official course, it is available on our YouTube channel as well. So we have a full playlist on AI 900 where you can get all the videos associated with that. In the below section, we have assessment. So I strongly recommend this to everyone that before going for actual certification exam, you should actually take the practice assessment, which is free of cost available here. And then for every certification, this assessment is going to give you 50 questions without any time limits. And then using this assessment, you can actually check your knowledge. And not only that, this is really cool thing. Like if I open this in the new tab, and I think I have to log in right now, so I'll not try that. But if I go into this, yeah, I think it's asking me for logging. Let me try one of my email account if that works. Yeah, I think it worked. And when you go for the assessment, it's going to give you a question, it's going to give you an options associated with that. And when you choose the option, for example, I'm going to choose some random option right now. Let's say I'm going to choose that I want to do deep learning, and then I'm checking my answer. If my answer is correct, it's going to show me that this is correct, and then why this is correct. And then it's also showing me certain links on which I can read more about that. And sometimes, suppose if I give a wrong answer, and if I click on check answer, I think this is also correct. Somehow I'm feeling lucky. Whatever answer I'm selecting is correct. But yeah, let me choose some wrong answer as well. And my God, this is also correct. I'm not reading the question. Still, it is, yeah, this time it is wrong. So when you get the wrong answer, then also click on check your answer, and it's going to show you that this is a correct answer, your answer is wrong, and why this is a correct answer. This is a really good knowledge check when you're preparing for any certification. So I simply suggest 3 steps. Step number 1, decide which certification you want to do. Step number 2, learn for that certification through either the theoretical part, which is available on Microsoft Learn website, or through the playlist which I'm giving you in the YouTube channel. Not only that, after this, you check your assessment so that you can understand that in which areas you are weaker and in which areas you are stronger. Because at the end of the assessment, it's always going to show you that which part of this particular topic you are good and in which one you are not good. So basically, that's really going to help you in that. Now, coming back to this particular page, this is something which is a particular certification exam. In the same page only, if you scroll down, it's actually going to show you how to schedule the exam. For every certification, you can schedule the exam by just choosing your country. You're going to get different prices associated with that. For this exam, let's say for US, it is 99 USD. And if I choose my country, which is India, it is something around 3,700 Indian rupees, something like that. So I can click on schedule an exam, and I can directly go and book a particular date and time kind of a slot wherever I'm available. I can do it for the next week or maybe after a few days, and then I can go for the certification exam. Now, in that also, there are two different options. You can go to a certification exam center. You can go to the center and you can give the exam with your valid identity proof. Or maybe you can do it from your home also. Just make sure that you are sitting in the silent lock room, and then your laptop camera is turned on, and you can give a certification exam from your home as well. Now, this all information is something which is same and common for almost all the certification exams. For all the certification exams, the total score is going to be 1000, out of which you have to score 700. Yes, 70% is a passing score, which is not a problem because all of these questions are going to be multiple choice questions. So like you have seen in that practical assessment, it was having one question and multiple options associated with that. All the questions are going to be this kind of multiple choice questions only. So actually, once you decide which certification you want to do, then your journey will be easier, because most of the time people get confused with this part only. once you know that, yeah, this is a certification exam I want to do, then most of the time you'll find the correct material for that. And if you need some help in preparing for that certification, we are always there to help you in that. So that's perfectly fine. Now, I know some of you are asking me that where is the link of this particular page? Now, don't worry, I'm going to share it with you. It's actually uploaded on our website. I'll show you how can you get this particular page and link. So don't worry about that. When I scroll down, I have few more certifications. Let me take one of the certification, which is an expert level certification. For example, this one, I'm taking Azure Solution Architect Expert. Basically, you'll be a cloud architect using this. If I open this one in the new tab, it's going to show me similar kind of page, but this is a 3-star certification, which is giving you Azure Solution Architect Expert kind of a certification. Now, when we go for this, it's showing me that this is an exam which is AZ305, and it's also showing me there is one prerequisites. Remember, this section was having a lock. This lock means it has a prerequisite exam associated with that. And that means if I go into that, it's showing me that there is one certification which you have to clear before going for 305. When I go to this, it's showing me that this certification exam has a prerequisite certification, which is Azure Administrator Associate. Now, if I go back to the poster and if I check Azure Administrator Associate is actually AZ104. So I have to first maybe clear AZ104, which is for Azure Administrator Associate, and then I can go for Azure Solution Architect, which is AZ305. For each certification section, which is giving you the lock icon, is always going to have this kind of a prerequisite certification section available inside that. Now, the cool thing is for most of this kind of certifications, we have courses available on our website. So if you are a solution architect and if you have, let's say, minimum 10 years of experience in the industry, then you are perfect for this kind of a certification exam. But you need to know the in and out of Azure administration first. And that's why if you have not certified in Azure Administrator Associate, then you have to first clear that certification. For this kind of courses, we have these courses available on our website. So I hope most of you already know that our website is skilltech.club. You can just go to this particular URL. And then if you go to the courses section, you will get courses for different certification tracks. So just now, before some time, I have shown you AI 900. We have the full official course available on the website, and this is free of cost. All you have to do is just register yourself. There are some of the courses which we are keeping premium because these are the courses which are for the senior people. So basically people who have 5 to 10 to 15 years of experience, they go for this kind of a certification track. And that's the reason we are keeping it premium, because for them, maybe purchasing a premium subscription is not going to be a big deal. Also, our premium subscription is actually right now available with only 499 rupees. And this is something which is only available for a limited period of time. In coming festival days, which you know, Diwali and everything is coming. So in the coming festival days, we are planning to increase this particular subscription cost. So it is a perfect time for you if you want to enroll into a subscription of SkillTech. But yeah, AZ305, AI courses. So many courses are available free. There are certain courses which are available with premium. And whenever you're going with the premium courses, you will get a monthly mentor call. So basically, if you want to associate with me one-on-one, we provide one-on-one mentorship call and guidance whenever someone is going for the premium courses. Also, there are so many premium courses which are already in the pipeline. We have recorded that and it's going to be published during Diwali season. So that's what we are waiting for. But yeah, before that, if you just join the membership, then you'll get all those benefits with that. Now, that's it for this. Let me show you one important thing now, that in this website only, once you register successfully, you will get a section called resources. And the resources section is actually going to show you that how you can get all this important PDF associations with that. So the PDF which I was showing you, which was showing you all the certification poster, now that is available here. So you can go to the resources tab of skilltech.club. And then when you go there, you will get certification path poster. This is a link which you have to click, and then you'll be able to download this PDF, which is actually showing you everything. Now, remember one thing, you will be able to access resources section only when you register to the website. There is no costing. You just have to register with your social media account, and then once you sign in with Google or once you sign in with other options, you will be able to access the certification path poster. Only one thing which is available in premium is mentorship call. So that is something which we are doing only for the premium membership users. Now that's it for this one. I am going back to my PDF. And now if you see right now, there is one more important thing. So we have discussed about some of the fundamental certifications. We discussed about some role-based certifications, even the one which are locked one. So this has a prerequisite associated with that. And then if you scroll down, there are some specialty certifications which are also there. Now, these are the specialty certifications, but for the recent time, some of the specialty certificates are very important. Like there are specific job roles like Azure Virtual Desktop specialty. And there are people who actually want to get certified only in this particular area. Same way, there is one course which we are recording right now, which is going to be on GitHub Copilot. So if you're a developer and if you want to focus on automated development, which is basically a very important thing nowadays, I hope you all know now that in the recent time, having a skills of programming language is not enough. I mean, while the starting of this webinar, I told you that you note down your three important skills. Now, there is a warning right now for all of you. Those who have added programming languages like Python or JavaScript or maybe C Sharp or maybe something related to that, then let me tell you one thing, guys. Programming language is not at all very important skill nowadays because we have AI agents like Copilot, which can actually generate a code for you quickly. So most of the developers who are going to do development now onwards are actually going to use AI with that. And for that, you should learn how to use GitHub Copilot, which can actually allow you to integrate your existing code, and it allows you to generate the code. It allows you to write the test cases with that. So many things it can do. Now, obviously, these are specialty certifications which are there. So we are going to have this in the pipeline. It's going to be released on our website before Diwali. And then this is something which is in the pipeline. So we have almost 10 to 12 courses which are available right now. But yes, more courses are coming soon. And that's how we are actually working on this. At the right side section, you have AI business solution. So if you're not a developer, if you're not a data engineer, data scientist kind of a role, then these are those certifications which can actually help you. And for that, I strongly recommend one certification, which is Microsoft 365 Fundamentals. Now, I'm sure if you're working in an organization, sooner or later, your organization is going to be associated with M365, Microsoft 365. Now, basically your Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other tools which are available inside that, including your Outlook email, Microsoft Teams, are actually all integrated with AI now. The modern structure of Microsoft 365 courses are actually integrated with AI. So when you're going with this, you're not only learning MS Office, you can see all these are business solutions, but AI business solutions. So in all the certifications, now AI is actually part of that. Depends upon your current role or future role. You can choose a proper certification from this as well. Now, if you are interested in any of the certifications right now, these courses are also in the pipeline. And you will get the learning of these courses also in our website very soon. You can comment down in this particular video any particular certification track if you are focusing on, then we will make sure that we record that in the higher priority first. And then the rightmost side, we have the most important thing of the recent time, security. And if you're focusing on security or if you're already working as a security expert, then these are the certifications which you can actually focus on. Now, I'm sure you are liking it that this is one of the very important PDF which is available right now. And we will make sure that whenever new certifications are launched for Microsoft, we will keep this thing updated on our website. Also, still, after all the discussion, if you're feeling like you're still confused to which certification you want to go for and how to prepare for that, I just want you to see one more thing. So let me go back to this. There are plenty of resources which we are giving free of cost. So if I go to my YouTube channel, let me just go to my website. Now you can see if I go to my YouTube channel, I have a playlist section here. And if you go to playlist, we have given a playlist for a couple of important courses actually. Now I know some of the premium courses are not part of this, but if you see very important courses like uh, you know AI agent development, or maybe you want to focus on agentic AI design patterns, or maybe you want to focus on certifications track like AI 900 or AZ 900 for the cloud fundamentals, or AI 102. Now, this is something which is, I can say, almost 60 to 70% of AI 102 course videos are actually uploaded here, free of cost, for all of my Indian brothers and sisters. So what are you waiting for, guys? If you have free resources available, if and these are super valuable resources, because normally I charge a lot of money to teach the same amount, the same thing to corporate people. So basically, I'm giving you all this thing free. You should grab this thing, and if you really want to stay associated with this, then please subscribe to our channel. As you can see, we only have 1.5 thousand subscribers in our channel right now. Our viewers are a lot more than that. The ratio which I've checked last month is only 7% users are actually subscribing to our channel. Now, I don't know the reason behind that, but I strongly recommend you subscribe so that it can help us to grow further. And I want to thank all of you now. So basically, this is something which was a webinar focusing on certification track. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I don't know why my slide is not opening. Give me 1 minute, please. Yes, and if you have enjoyed this, then you should surely check out our website, which is skilltech.club. And on that skilltech.club, I just want to mention one last thing, that there is one WhatsApp chat option also. We basically provide end-to-end solutions for this certifications. So if you want material, if you want certification videos, if you want one-on-one mentorship, or sometimes if you want labs, because this is one of the challenging things when you're going for some role-based or some expert level certifications, most people want to do that thing practically. And doing practical labs is very important to gain the knowledge of the certification track. And that's why we also provide the lab for you. Now, obviously, labs are not something which is free of cost, because we also have to provide to the cloud providers. So we are officially partnered with some of the lab providers, and we can provide this lab to you. In order to get the lab details, you can go to our website, and there is a WhatsApp channel option which is available there. Now I'll show it to you right now. If you go to our website, on the right bottom corner, you will have this kind of an option which is for a WhatsApp communication. When you click on this, you will be able to connect with our team members, and my backend team is going to guide you about the labs. Whichever labs you're going to go for, now those lab costing is actually separate. Like certification cost is different, same way the lab costing is also going to be different and separate. It's not part of the membership. But in future, we are also planning that we will add labs and everything inside the membership. We are just working on that. So that's a work in progress. And we want that you wish a good luck for us, so that we can just try to improvise this thing in a much cheaper cost for Indian people. That's it from my side. Thank you so much for joining this webinar today, and I'll see you next week with some more certification and AI related stuff. Thank you, guys. Enjoy your rest of the evening or day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.